The man who walked every morning. Every morning, just before the sun rose, Ethan walked. He did not walk fast. He did not walk slow. He walked at the same steady pace every day. Ethan lived in a small town near the ocean. The streets were quiet in the early morning. Most people were still sleeping. The shops were closed. The air was cool and clean. Ethan liked this time of day. He liked the sound of his shoes on the sidewalk. He liked the soft wind on his face. He liked how the sky slowly changed from dark blue to light orange. Ethan was not a young man. His hair was gray, and his back was slightly bent. But his legs were strong, and his mind was calm. He walked every morning for one reason: to think. When Ethan was younger, his life was loud. He worked long hours. He answered many phone calls. He worried about money, time, and the future. His mind was always busy. But now his life was quieter. His children were grown. His job was finished. His house was small and simple. Still, his thoughts were not always quiet. That is why he walked. Each morning, Ethan followed the same path. He walked past the old library. He walked past the park with tall trees. He walked past the small cafe on the corner. The cafe was never open when he passed it, but he liked the smell of coffee that stayed in the air from the day before. Sometimes he saw the same people: a woman walking her dog, a man cleaning the sidewalk in front of his store, a jogger listening to music. They nodded at Ethan. Ethan nodded back. They did not talk. That was okay. One morning, something was different. As Ethan walked past the park, he saw a bench he had never noticed before. It was wooden and old. The paint was peeling. One leg was darker than the other, like it had been repaired. Ethan stopped. He was sure the bench had not been there before. But the park had always been there. The trees had always been there. Maybe I just never saw it, he said quietly. Ethan sat down. The bench was cool. It made a soft sound when he moved. From the bench, he could see the path, the trees, and a small pond. The water was still. Ethan took a deep breath. He sat there for a long time. He thought about his past. He thought about his first job. He thought about his children when they were young. He thought about mistakes he had made. Some thoughts made him smile. Some thoughts made him sad. But he did not fight the thoughts. He let them come. He let them go. That was something he had learned with time. The next morning, Ethan came back to the bench. This time, someone was already sitting there. It was a young man. The man was looking at the ground. His shoulders were tight. His hands were moving again and again, like he was nervous. Ethan slowed his steps. He did not want to disturb him. But when Ethan passed the bench, the young man looked up. "Good morning," the young man said. His voice was quiet. "Good morning," Ethan replied. Ethan walked a few more steps. Then he stopped. He turned around. "May I sit?" Ethan asked. The young man nodded. "Yes," he said. They sat in silence. The wind moved the leaves above them. A bird landed near the pond. After a moment, the young man spoke. "I come here to think," he said. Ethan smiled slightly. "So do I," he said. The young man looked surprised. "You walk every morning," the young man said. "I see you." Ethan nodded. "I sit here sometimes," the young man said. "But my thoughts are loud." Ethan did not answer right away. "Yes," he said finally, "thoughts can be loud." The young man took a deep breath. "I don't know what to do with my life," he said. Ethan looked at him carefully. The young man was tired. His eyes were heavy. He looked like someone who had not slept well. "That is a hard feeling," Ethan said. The young man nodded. "I feel like I'm running out of time," he said. Ethan looked at the pond. The water moved slowly. "Time feels different when you are older," Ethan said. "But I remember that feeling." The young man looked at Ethan. "What did you do?" he asked. Ethan smiled. "I kept walking," he said. They met again the next morning, and the next. Sometimes they talked, sometimes they did not. The young man's name was Alex. Alex talked about his job. He talked about his fears. He talked about feeling lost. Ethan listened. He did not give advice. He did not tell Alex what to do. He only listened. Sometimes that was enough. One morning, Alex did not come. Ethan waited. He sat on the bench longer than usual. The next morning, Alex did not come again. Ethan felt a small worry in his chest. On the third morning, Alex appeared. He looked different. His shoulders were relaxed. His face was calmer. "Good morning," Alex said. "Good morning," Ethan replied. Alex sat down. "I made a decision," Alex said. Ethan waited. "I quit my job," Alex said. Ethan nodded slowly. "And?" he asked. "I don't know what comes next," Alex said. "But I feel lighter." Ethan smiled. "That is a good start," he said. Weeks passed. The mornings became warmer. The sun rose earlier. One day, Alex stood up from the bench. "I won't be coming here any more," he said. Ethan looked at him. "I'm moving to another city," Alex said. "I want to try something new." Ethan stood up too. "I am glad," he said. Alex smiled. "Thank you," Alex said, "for listening." Ethan nodded. "Thank you," he said, "for sitting." The next morning, Ethan walked alone again. The bench was empty. He sat down. The pond was still. The trees were quiet. Ethan smiled. He stood up and continued his walk. The world was the same. But something inside him felt new. And every morning, just before the sun rose, Ethan walked.